guys. Okay, it's Deb. You got too much of a close-up here. And it's falling already. Oh, I hate this thing. It's so annoying. It's supposed to stay up there. We'll try it again. But anyway,
Turn left onto Signal Ridge.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I am headed out on this horrible, cold, rainy day. And the reason is good. So, pardon the look, I just kind of hurried out of the house, washed my hair. It's
road
still
with restricted access.
It's still wet. But anyway, I have some good news, y'all. So thank you so much for all your prayers and your, I'm sticking that back up there, all your thoughts and everything, because it has been successful. So actually yesterday, day before, I got my first job offer, and it's, oh gosh, this thing's going to annoy me all the way to where I'm going, isn't it? I got my job offer for the first job, the one that I really like. So, yeah, I was excited. And I was a little worried about the number of PTO days, but the recruiter verified with them again, and the number of days is good. It's 15 PTO days the first 2 years, for each of the first 2 years. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're trying it this way. So, let me get out of here. Sorry, there's just traffic this morning in the rain. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna drive careful because it is raining and yucky and lucky. Oh, a spider, big old spider just flew off my windshield. Yeah, this is gonna wiggle too much. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous that I cannot find an easy way to put up a camera. Okay, this is crazy. But anyway, I got my first offer for the job that I really, really wanted. And like I said, it came in with the 15 days for the first 2 years, each year. And then after that, it goes up to 20 PTO days. So that's awesome. They help with the insurance premiums. Amazing. The insurance would actually start on January 1st. What? So that would be great because I haven't had insurance, in 7 months, 6 months, whatever. So that's cool. And then, oh my gosh, stop talking to me, lady. I'm going to pull in here and try and fix this camera again. I am so frustrated with all of these camera mounts. They just don't work. Hold on. Okay, I think this will work now. I won't be able to look at you as much, but I think this might work. Okay. So, and it was, I asked for, it's free parking. I got my own office. I get to run that office, and set it all up the way I wanted, and set all the procedures and everything. So that's going to be cool. I love all the people. I met them all, remember, in all these interviews, and I've loved them all. They do really cool things for their employees throughout the year, so I'll be going back and forth to Houston, I think,
turn right onto I-30
minimum of 3 times a year, so that's pretty cool. And then, oh, and I asked for the high-level salary. Company's got a range or whatever, so the recruiter told me, and I said I need the highest one. And she came back and she's like, oh my gosh, they actually gave you $3,000 more than the highest amount. So that was really cool. Sorry I'm crooked. I'm just going to be crooked, y'all. I don't know how to do this thing. It's so frustrating finding a good mount for the car. Where am I going? Okay, so I got that. And then that very evening, the second job called me and also made me an offer. So that was kind of cool. But their offer was $3,000 less than the first one. The insurance was better. As far as they paid 100% of it, which would have been cool, but whatever. Sorry, I'm going to keep doing this because I hate it. But their PTO was 8 days a year. like, I need to travel. So, and it was more a role. They morphed it after I applied for it, and they met with me and everything, and they put it more in an HR kind of a realm. And the things they were like, we want you to do, I wasn't as comfortable with. So I just feel like I can do a much better job at the first one, that it's taking advantage of my skills and my experience better. I think I can be a really great team member there. So I accepted. So I have a job. So I accepted, and they're trying to get me started the 27th of this month, so that insurance starts the first of the month.
Turn left onto the
after
ramp.
your start date. So January 1st I could get insurance, which is amazing. And then where I'm headed right now is I have to go get my drug test. So I just got that information yesterday afternoon. The place was already closed, so I'm doing it, well, first thing for me, it's 9:45. But I did have to get a package. Somebody purchased something from me on Poshmark, so I did have to get that package all packaged and ready for shipment. And then I did do my late, I hope they get there on time. They should, right? I did 3 those Christmas cards I bought at Dollar Tree, remember, for my aunts, my favorite aunts. Yeah, so I got those, and I wrote, special notes in them and everything. So took time to do that. Got Bella fed. Today's garbage day. Had to do that. You're falling. Had to do recycling. So I had to get that taken care of. So I had a couple things to do before I could head out. And it's a rainy, horribly rainy day out here. So really don't want to be out here, but whatever. But yeah, so the hours of the job I took, it's not my preference. The 4 days a week we work till 6 o'clock at night, but Fridays we get off at like 3:30. So it's not horrible, and I can do it and everything, but it's not my preference, but it's doable. And yeah, the worst part's going to be the winter, because of course in the winter it gets dark so early. But yeah, we'll get through it. And then the summer, it'll still be sunny out. Here it stays sunny till 8:30, 9 o'clock in the summer. So yeah, no problem. And the short Fridays, yeah. So that'll be great. So yeah, I'm really excited. I already went to a thrift store. Just happened to stop there after the second company's last interview. And they had picture frames, and he gave me, I bought these little picture frames to decorate my desk with, and it was half price day. I'm going to show you all this in a video, but it was half off day for everything in the store. I just happened to luck into it. I'd never been to the store before, and so I got a couple shirts, I got a blazer, love the blazer, and then I got these picture frames, and there was 7 of them, I believe, and they were like $1 to 50 cents each. And he just looked at it and he said, "How about if I charge you, $4.50, and then, and then I give you the half off." My nose is itching. And I was like, cool. So I got these 7 frames for $2 something. So that was awesome. So I'm already planning decorating my office. I've got a U-shaped desk with a bookcase on one of them. So lots of decorating space, and I got a little window with a little shelf. The office has a window outside, but then it also has a window into the office kind of thing, glass. And I'm getting up here carefully. Construction here is just, I change it all the time because they're adding onto the bridge here. So, yikes. But anyway, I'm excited about having an office again, and yeah, it's just going to be so cool to be out and about again. And the relief financially is just wow, I finally had to borrow from my folks. I'm like, you just got to get me through to that first paycheck, and then I got to start paying you off. And I got some credit card debt from the last time I was unemployed, so that I was wheedling down, and then got unemployed again. So So I want to clear that up, and I really, really, in the next 7 years, would love to get my house, and of course my car paid for and done with, so that if I did need to or decide to retire in 7 years, then I could and financially live. But I don't plan on doing that, but you know, you want those options in life. So, but first, you know, first is my parents, and then get a couple debts that I need to really handle. I'm a little behind on my HOA, got to catch up on that. Mortgage, I've been doing fine, so I'm cool on that. Yeah, so that's my plans with that. So I just had to borrow a little bit. My dad's like, whatever you need. You know, he's awesome, though. And I said my biggest regret is I can't golf with him anymore during the week, which he loves during the week because it's not that busy. And I told him that. I said, yeah, I told everybody that's my biggest, you know, bummer. And he said, well, we can go on the weekends. I said, you hate that? And he's like, no, it's okay. So yeah, you know, he really wants to golf. So, yeah. And then I said, well, what about, you know, in the summer when I get off at 3:30, if we find a course near my work, it stays late. I mean, stays light, pretty late. And he's like, yeah, that could work in the summer. So, well, not if it's incredibly hot out, but you know, pre-death heat. So anyway, yeah. And of course, leaving Bella all day, but you know, she's done it for, you know, 7 years out of her life that I've worked out of the house. So she does fine. I mean, it's not, you know, nothing's your, you know, absolute perfect picture of your life. You know, that's Facebook stuff. That's not real. So yeah, we gotta balance life, and this balance is good. I'll be working again. I'll be making more money. I can take care of her better. I can take care of me better. I can take care of family better. I can travel with my family while they're still able, and all that kind of fun things. So yeah, and I can get out in the world, and I can feel valued and you know, part of a team and all of that. You guys have given me that in all these months of value that I see in some of your comments that, you know, oh, I needed you today, or you know, whatever. And it's so cool that I can play a part in your lives, a tiny part. I know it's just, you know, a little thing, but you know, all those little things add up, right? So what a cruddy day. I mean, it's a good day, but it's a cruddy looking day. I'm glad I'm in a SUV because big old puddles up here. So my dad came over yesterday, and well, he called me and he's like, he has these hearing aids because he was a machinist all his life, and it was loud, and they didn't wear, you know, ear protection or anything, so he's got bad hearing. So he has these hearing aids that hook up with his phone. So when his phone rings, and he answers, it answers in his hearing aids, and so he can talk on the phone and hear through his hearing aids, so he can hear. And it's not been working. And so he brought it over a couple days ago, and I tried everything I could, and I couldn't figure it out. On his phone, I noticed, you know, when you got your sound options, it would say sound, mute, sound, vibrate, and muted, you know. And so I couldn't click on sound. It was grayed out. You couldn't click on it. And I was like, I think that's the problem, but I'm not sure because, you know, I don't have hearing aids, so I don't know. So then he called me yesterday, and he's like, I got this appointment to talk to the hearing aid lady, but I want your help. Can I come over? I was like, of course. So he came over, and I'm like, bring everything you need. But he came over, and unfortunately, he didn't bring the charging station for his hearing aids. And so the lady, it was a Zoom call, which is really cool, especially for older people. It's nice to be able to show them, you know, like, oh, you told me to push this button and it would say this, but my phone says this, or, you know, whatever. So that's a neat thing. It's called HEAR.com. If you are interested in looking up hearing aids, I have nothing to do with them, but I think it's cool. And it's got like different settings for his hearing aids, like TV, so it helps hearing TV better. It's got one for like if you're in a crowded room with a lot of conversation, it kind of, you know, like amplifies the voices closer to you more and dims that, you know, I don't know how it all works. But anyway, it's got a lot of settings. It's pretty cool. He likes them. So we had the Zoom call. The lady was so sweet. And she's here in Texas, just farther up north a bit. And she was praying for rain, so this is her fault. Anyway, she walked us through it, but she's like, I can't really walk you through it all because you need the charging station. That's what turns the hearing aids off and on, and you need to do that, you know, with every technical thing. It's always, did you restart it? So yeah, she was like, did you restart your phone? I said, yeah, I knew you were going to say that, so we already tried that. She's like, okay, you're ahead. But anyway, I wrote down all the steps she said. Then I made a copy of my notes to give to my dad. So we both have a copy, and he went home and tried it, and it didn't work. And I'm like, all I know is what she told us. I can't help you anymore. I don't know. I said, I think you really need to go to your phone service company. So he has Verizon. He headed into Verizon. He said it took him quite a long time. The guy worked on it for a very long time, and it was an issue with the sound button on his phone, which I thought from the start, but I wasn't sure. So I think he's working. Well, yeah, I think he's all, yeah, he said he's all working. I was going to say he's going to have another call, but I think he got it all to work. So he's hearing again on his phone because he kept calling me, and I'd be like, hello, and I could hear him, and he couldn't hear me. So he's so funny because I watched him do this while I was in the car with him. When somebody would call, he would hit, you know, on his radio, he'd hit answer, and then he'd be like, hello, hello, and of course you couldn't hear anything because the hearing aid issue, the phone issue. So, and then he'd just leave it like that, waiting for them, you know, to say something. Of course, they were saying something. We couldn't hear it, but they could hear, because I know when I called him, they could hear our whole conversation. So I kept telling him, Dad, just don't answer it if your sound's not working. And if you do happen to answer it, hang up right away, because they're listening to everything you say. So don't say anything that you wouldn't want a stranger to hear. Anyway, he's such a goof. But, oh, there's Starbucks. Okay, don't have anything. I got my water. I've been drinking water because I am a really hard... Oh, this is a urine, isn't it? I was thinking it's blood. I don't know what it is. If it's blood, even if it's urine, I've been drinking lots of water. Because I'm a really hard blood stick. And I have to use a pediatric butterfly needle on me to get into my veins. They're really tiny, and they also roll and move. It's just not fun to do blood, so I'm hoping this is just urine, which now that I think about it, that's been the drug tests I've had to take for jobs in the past. So you say I'm here. Okay, where's here? All right, I'm here. So I'm gonna let you guys go. So right now how it stands is I'm hired. Yay. And then I have to do this drug test. I submitted the background check information, which I'm so boring, nothing's going to come up on a background check. But so that's okay. And then I'm so excited. I just wanted to thank you all for hanging in there with me and putting up with me through all this. I know I've been like, you know, whiny about, you know, no money and not working and being scared and all that kind of stuff, and you've been there for me and nothing but supportive. Your prayers, everything, your prayers, your words, everything has helped. You got me a job. I got 2 offers, and since I did the final interviews, I knew I was going to get at least one. I knew I was going to get the one that I took, because talking to my boss, who's awesome, she just kept saying, yeah, I can get you insurance by the 1st. Don't worry about it. I'm going to hook you up. And you know, she talked about my office as if it was my office and all kinds of stuff. So I just knew, and I knew I clicked with everyone. You just have that feeling. And I was 80% sure I was going to get the second job too. So I just stopped, you know, I stopped applying and gave myself a break, and I'm just chilling at home for the last few days that I have at home. I've been getting phone calls for jobs. I've been getting emails for jobs. I'm like, what? that? You know, I was like, why all of a sudden? And it was just meant to be. It was just meant that they gave me 6 months of severance for being at a job for a year, which blows everybody's mind who hears that. That was awesome. My old company, it got me through this entire time of being off until the moment that I needed to borrow is the moment I got a job, which is wow. And I got to spend all that time with my dad golfing. I got to spend time with my mom while she's, you know, so that's really good. And I got to travel with them on the cruise and stuff, and those are great memories. It's just, I got to spend a little more time with the grandkids. It was nice. I got to spend some time with Bella. I got to spend time developing this channel and growing it, and you guys have been awesome with that. And I wish I could have done more hauls for you than I did, but you know, no money, no hauls. But I do have a Temu haul, sponsored haul coming. And then I did break down and buy some business clothes on Temu. Did the Klarna, you know, payment thing. So that should be coming probably not till after I get back up from my trip. I'll film my trip with my son. Some of the things we do. Don't know how much we'll do, but I'll film whatever I can. You can meet Marty, his rescue dog, so that'll be neat. I get to meet him for the first time. And you can see how the stocking I'm gonna make for them turns out. But thank you so much. Yeah, it was just, you all were right. You were so right when you said, when it's the right time, it will happen, and there's a reason for it, and it's hard to hold on to that sometimes, but I did, and you were right. I wouldn't trade this 6 months that I've had off and what I've been able to do for anything, for any job. So yeah, I got some debt, and yeah, it's gonna take some time to get back on my feet, and yeah, blah 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 blah. But you know, everything in life is a balance. Everything. You got a job. It's never going to be totally yes. You know, everything yes. You know, it's going to be yes, like this job. Yes, my salary. Yes, the people, my office, the job duties. So many things like, you know, the PTO, blah 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 blah. And then there's, yeah, but you got to work till 6 o'clock on a couple days, and it's, you know, you're gonna have to pay tolls to get there, but it's still, for that job, the balance of yes is higher than the no. So that's all I try and do in life, is make sure that balance, the good outweighs the not so good. And it's not bad stuff always, it's just like, I don't prefer that, or you know, kind of stuff. But I want this to be higher, and it is in this job. So, and I know I can do it. I know I can do a great job. Buckle down, do it, girl. Stay organized, stay on top of things, and yeah, this is amazing. And they were looking more than half of the people I talked to reinstated the fact that they are looking for people to stay. They are looking for long-term employees that, you know, stay with the company. They said there's plenty of opportunity to grow if I want. I could become a property manager. I could do all different things if I chose. If I want to stay in my job, fine. But yeah, and that's what, you know me. That's what I'm looking for. 3 layoffs. I'm done, girls. I'm done. I want to stay someplace, unless it's my decision to go somewhere else. I want to stay. So yeah, it's working out. And then I have to decide if I want to renew my Costco membership or not, because I don't shop there that much, but I do love the inexpensive gas, and it's right by my house, and I got a free year's membership from driving Uber a while back. If you did really good in a month or did a certain amount of what, you got a free membership to Costco. And I earned that, but it expires in February, so I gotta make that decision. And you never see a deal on Costco membership. It's always $60. So anyway, I gotta decide if that's worth it for gas or not, or I got months. It's okay. And I'm so excited to see my son next week. Today is Friday. I fly out Wednesday morning. Yay. So I'm excited. So let me get in there and stop stalling. Drink some more water. Okay, I'm drinking out of, let me get it. I'm drinking out of my Temu cup, with my Temu straw, with my Temu straw topper. Is he not adorable? Yes, he is. And I've got on my Temu earrings, my Temu Santa, my jewelry. Remember this one is the one that came busted? And I bought the elastic string and needles and I restrung it. And so that's really cute and pretty. I've got on my Christmas. If you buy this Christmas bracelet, I've got it on almost the last. I mean, I could take it all the way to the last one, but I just couldn't do it by myself. And I have like a medium wrist. It's not small by any means. And look at it, it's nice and loose. I could put more beads on there and still have plenty of room. And look at that extender. So if you have a larger wrist, do not be worried about this bracelet. If you've got a teeny tiny wrist, I don't know. It might be a little loose. It's not on me, but you know, I don't know. So yeah. Okay, and I still have on my lucky elephant. That's got me through these jobs. No, it's so weird. Okay, stop talking, right? Right, okay. I'm going in. Wish me luck. No, I don't need luck. I don't do any drugs. Okay, bye.